Hi, welcome to another episode of Chamber Exchange. We've been on a little hiatus the last 4 months, 5 months. So I'm excited to be back to share a little bit about the Chamber and other information that may be beneficial to businesses, our members, or just the general public. And today, I'm going to skip right ahead. I know we usually do a Chamber update, but we have a lot of information to cover because we are going to be talking about the Dare to Dream pitch competition, and also the offshoot competition that's being started here in Gallia County. And so I'm going to welcome Mike Thompson. He's the director of the Dare to Dream program, and he is executive in residence for Tech Growth Ohio. So thank you for joining us today.
Thanks for inviting me, Michelle.
And so let's just launch right in. Tell us a little bit about this Dare to Dream business pitch competition, right?
Yes.
And how it started.
The best way to explain the pitch competition is like what you see on Shark Tank on TV. And how this got started with is Tech Growth Ohio and the Lawrence Economic Development Corporation. We're having a meeting and we were trying to decide on how we're going to build the local economy through new business startups. So the idea came about in colleges they're doing these pitch competitions, but nobody had been doing a high school level. And we thought, well, it'd be good to start at that level to introduce high school students to the entrepreneurship type program. So from there it was born. We decided we would go after that. And we had really good success in our first year. We actually are in our third year now.
Okay.
Our first year was about 100 students, and we had $10,000 in sponsorship money. And the second year it grew. We had $20,000 in sponsorship money and over 250, maybe 300 students involved. And this year I've got $30,000 committed to it already, and I'm not even sure the number of students yet. It's untrackable at this point.
Great. Well, and your sponsors are mostly business, correct?
Yes.
Your sponsors are mostly business?
Yes.
Okay.
Probably our largest sponsor group is the Tri-State Angel Investment Group, which I'm associated with on that. And that when we were looking for sponsors, since I'm a member of the Angel Fund, we went to them and told them about the idea. And I'm just really blessed that we have a guy named Andy Glockner, Glockner Automotive. And Andy was our first year sponsor, title sponsor at $5,000. And he said, I love this idea. I'm all about the students and growing our economy. So the Glockners, first year were $5,000. We did our program. And before we even got out of the building, Andy said, this is fantastic. I want to do it next year. And said, I'll do $10,000 next year. So it's all local business people, and a lot of them are associated with our Angel Investment Group.
Okay. And you talked about the purpose of the pitch competition being introducing or entrepreneurship, promoting with the high school. So talk a little bit about that, how you feel about the importance of introducing entrepreneurship to the youth, and maybe what you've heard from the sponsors and Tech Growth Ohio.
Right. A lot of times people say, well, has anybody started a business from this? Now, we do have one team from last year that is doing a business. That's really not the immediate goal of it. What you're trying to do is introduce students to the concept of entrepreneurship. A lot of colleges now are introducing entrepreneurship into their colleges. It's a minor in a lot of business programs. And even in some of the high schools now, they're actually introducing the entrepreneurship. So we want them to get the concept of what an entrepreneur is, how they go about developing this. It's not about just having an idea and learning how to do a 5-minute pitch. We teach them, what is a good business. We go through business model canvas, and it shows them, this is the things that a real business person has to talk about, or this is a real thing that a business person has to understand. And it's been a real education. One of our schools, it's a graded project where every student in the class that he has throughout that is involved. And he takes it as a full education of a business class on how to do entrepreneurship. And it's been really successful, and he really likes it. It's again, he'll be doing it again this year for us.
Great.
So.
Well, and you know how I feel about it. We've talked about how I think they're taught, go to college, work for somebody else. So for me, which we'll talk about that later, I agree, it just provides a educational opportunity that most kids in our area don't get unless they grew up in it.
That's right.
So that's great. So tell us a little bit about last year's contestants. You had how many total that went to the finals?
We had 14 teams present at our final, and it was really exciting. You got to remember, 14 teams made the final. There was probably 50 teams that competed to get to the final.
Okay.
So this is the best of the best when they get to that stage. Some of my favorite teams was Easy Grocery. It was a team out of Russell, Kentucky. Matter of fact, they won 3rd place out of that program. Their idea was recognizing that there's a lot of senior citizens or a lot of people that have mobility problems, and that what if they developed a program where you place your order at the grocery store and they would pick it up and deliver it to you. Very successful, very well thought out. They understood the finances of it. It was almost a civil project to it where they were helping the community, but they really understood their business model. Did a fantastic job on the presentation. And I guess my favorite part on Easy Grocery was we have real business people asking them questions. And sometimes that really trips up the students. And I still remember the young lady, Patrick Farrell out of West Virginia, asked the question. It was a tough question, and she said, "Sir, I don't know the answer to that, but that's a great question," and gave this $1 million smile. And that's selling a program,
right.
And we say that's how it worked. Another great one was something called Park It. If you ever go into a big city and you don't know where the parking garages are or where available parking is, they had the idea, well, what if we use our smartphones, and you could go to your smartphone and hit that app, and it would show you what parking garages were within your area, show you the prices, and direct you how to get to that. They did a great job with that, and it's like, wow, a lot of people are saying, yeah, I could use that.
And I attended that. You invited me to it. And I think prior, I was kind of interested in the program. I was interested in looking at something for the youth of Gallia County. But I will say, watching these kids present was exciting within itself. It wasn't just the ideas that they came up with and how excited they were about it, because obviously, there's cash prize here and we all like money, but they were legitimate, full-on business ideas.
Yes.
And some of the things that I noticed just sitting in the audience was not only that, it told me as a business owner where the gaps were. It told me where this generation is listening for advertising. Mm-hmm. It told me what's missing. So it was just on an all-around, purpose, I guess. Just sitting there listening to these kids was amazing.
Yeah, the kids themselves are phenomenal.
Yes.
I mean, when I look at the presentation skills that these young people do, I'm an angel investor myself, and we actually have real companies come to us and do real presentations. I would say at least half of the high school students are out presenting the real business people coming to the Angel Fund looking for money. I mean, they were that good.
Yes.
We'll talk about our first place team here. You can go to our website and see all the presentations. I mean, these young people are phenomenal. I can't even imagine having that much confidence to be on the stage and being filmed, and it was on our cable station. It just totally blows me away.
Well, and one of the ones that I remembered that stuck out to me, besides the first place, which we will talk about here shortly. Mm-hmm. One of the ones I remember, there were 2 students, and the school that they attended must have had an engineering, a game design.
Yeah, school.
Yes, and they built video games following their history lessons that they were learning. Yeah. And showed little bits of it, and a console, if I remember right. They built a console as well. And I just look at that. I mean, I was absolutely blown away by things like that, where I'm going, this is our future. Yeah. They're going to be leaving here and going to college.
And that's the team that's actually going to continue, and they are actually working to make that a business.
Really? They are? Okay.
Yeah, they took the money, each one of them that they got, and they put it back into their business, and they are actively working to make that a real business.
Well, we're going to take a break for just a few moments, and then we're going to come back and we're going to talk about Go Green Shoes, correct?
Yes.
They were the first place winner of the 2017 competition. So we'll be back in just a few seconds.
Thank you.
Welcome back. My name is Michelle Miller, and I am with Chamber Exchange. Forgot who I was there for a minute. And I am with Mike Thompson. He is the director of the Dare to Dream program and executive in residence for Tech Growth Ohio. And we were talking about the Dare to Dream pitch competition. It's Tri-County, correct? I think I've
Tri-State.
Tri-State, I mean. And we talked earlier about some of the contestants for that, which are high school students. And now we're getting ready to talk about the first place winner, which was Go Green Shoes. Can you tell us a little bit about their project?
And just doubling back, you know, it is a tri-state area. We're down in South Point, the very corner of the state. So we have West Virginia schools, Kentucky schools, and our Southern Ohio part. This was a Russell, Kentucky team, 3 young ladies, and the idea was basically the energy that you generated in your everyday walking is captured within the shoe and charged into a battery. And we've all been there where your phone's dying and I need to charge my phone. All you do is take your phone and plug it into your shoe, and then that's how it charged the shoe.
Great.
But what made them such a successful team, and we're going to show that film, is just look at the presentation. I mean, they are professionally dressed. They do a phenomenal job on presenting the material. They had all the facts. And then when the judges, which we will not see, asked them questions, some tough questions, they just knocked it out of the park with answering the questions.
Okay.
Matter of fact, we were sitting there, and just my partner that I work with out of Kentucky on this, and we were both saying like, yeah, that's the #1 team. Even when we went into judging chambers, we used professional business people to be our judges. It was just like unanimous. Go Green Shoes is top place. Those girls split $6,000. 3 girls split $6,000. We went back in their high school in front of the entire school assembly and presented each one of those girls with a check for $2,000. No strings attached. Do whatever you want with it.
Wow. Well, we're going to watch a little bit, well, we're going to hopefully watch their entire presentation, but we'll see where we are with time. But you are going to get to see a little bit of what these students are doing.
Shoes.
Hello, my name is Mackenzie Cole.
I'm Chloe Porter. I'm Hannah Fuller. And we're here to tell you about Go Green Shoes.
Have you ever wanted to manufacture your own clean energy just by going with your daily schedule? Well, you're not the only one. Let's take you through some of the science behind this phenomenon. My friend Chloe is going to tell you a little bit about what the Go Green Shoes are and how they're made.
So you might be wondering, what are Go Green Shoes? And how can they help you make your own clean green energy? These are tennis shoes with rotational cylinders inserted into the sole of the shoe. Connected to these cylinders is a copper wire that also joins to a battery located within the heel of the shoe. As you walk, run, or jog, the cylinder will naturally rotate due to the torque of your foot as it leaves the floor. And this rotational kinetic energy is immediately converted into electrical energy and stored within our battery. So let's have a quick overview of how this energy is actually converted during this process. So say I eat an apple, which has chemical potential energy, and then I digest the apple and use that energy to walk, which has rotational kinetic energy. Now the energy I use to walk is actually being saved and stored into a battery. So instead of losing this kinetic energy, we're actually channeling it back into our battery for further use. This concept is also seen with a Prius. When a Prius brakes, some of the energy used for the stopping is actually channeled back into the car's battery. And the possibilities for our battery are endless. Imagine charging your iPhone, your iPad, your Apple Watch, your calculator, your Fitbit, and even your GoPro.
And now let's consider the many benefits this shoe has to offer. There are many problems plaguing today's society, such as pollution, obesity, unemployment, and clean energy shortage. But for every problem, there is a solution. And our solution is Go Green Shoes. The Go Green Shoes are inexpensive to produce, only $3.80 extra to the original cost of a tennis shoe. They reduce pollution by saving otherwise lost energy. They encourage exercise and offer more jobs.
That's exactly right. And with such a small cost of production, again, only $3.80, these shoes are designed to reach out to any class of people, regardless of wealth status. In fact, these shoes may even save money for certain consumers. Imagine, instead of plugging your cellular devices into your electrical outlet, you can now rely on your own kinetic energy generated by walking. And the fact that 6.4 megatons of pollution are expelled each year due to just the charging of electrical devices further promotes our product and its compatibility with the environment. Imagine the positive effects our product will have on the environment and on your electric bill.
help regulate the walking performance of their rotation. They can do this by seeing if the battery is fully charged or not. If the battery is fully charged, that means that they're walking properly, or using the ball of their foot. But if the battery is only partially charged, or not charged at all, that means that they're either over or underpronating. Therefore, these shoes will equal quicker recovery time from foot injuries.
Now, will people actually buy this innovative shoe?
Absolutely. In fact, we've even conducted an online survey to test this theory. According to our results, over 67% of people said that they would purchase our product. Therefore, there's definitely a market for these energy-producing, health-encouraging, and money-stimulating shoes.
But just as in any other market, there's always competition. Now, competition would include fossil fuel energy, other clean energy such as windmills and solar panels, and other tennis shoe brands. In contrast to these major competitors, we offer energy that will not foster near as much pollution as fossil fuel energy, and inexpensive energy that is much more accessible opposed to windmills and solar panels. And our last competitor, normal tennis shoe brands, would just seem insignificant compared to the innovation of the energy harvesting Go Green shoe. And although we hope to eliminate this competition by partnering with tennis shoe brands to sell our product.
Now please look at the following milestones we've already accomplished.
We've already built our first prototype, hired Jerry Maynard as electrician, Dr. Dwayne Porter as health consultant, created a consumer survey, and sent a letter to Bill Gates, Adidas, and Nike. So what's our next step? That's where you all come in. We need a financial foundation of $6,000, and winning this competition would contribute to our startup. Like we previously mentioned, we intend to apply for a patent on Earth Day and continue by manufacturing 100 pairs of shoes within 2 weeks. We intend on selling 50 of these pairs by January 1st. Furthermore, we are also in collaboration with Nike, Bill Gates, and Adidas. So thank you so much for your time and consideration, and I hope you're just as excited about Go Green shoes as we are.
So join us in saving the environment, one step at a time.
Sharks, we have 3 minutes to ask questions. Who wants to pose the first question?
How do you keep people from getting their feet tangled up in the USB cords?
You have a great point. The USB detached. It's just like your electrical outlet. And I can even demonstrate with that. You do that. You can just unplug it, you walk around, and you can plug it in whenever you need a little extra power.
Okay, a second thing, you're talking about partnering with manufacturers like Nike, and I have no idea whether tennis shoes carry any kind of a warranty or a guarantee, but are you possibly infringing on any manufacturer's liability issues or anything like that?
As far as liability issues, since we're already using products that have been used before and have already passed those liability issues, I would say that's not as much as a factor behind.
Great presentation.
How about the comfort of the shoe? Am I going to know that that is in my shoe? Is it going to?
Absolutely not. These batteries, this one in fact only weighs less than 3 ounces, so you won't even feel it. And our battery will be in the rubber part of the shoe, so you will have a perfect comfort sole right fitting above that.
So have you thought about how you're going to sell your shoes? What will be the channel through which you'll reach your end user?
Absolutely. And that is one of the reasons we have contacted Nike and Adidas.
So there was the Go Green shoes, and they were the first place winner for the 2017 contest. And the reason that I wanted the audience to see this is it's really hard to explain to people what a pitch contest is. Yeah. So this was just a small part of what I found exciting about the program, was seeing these students, the number of things they learned, whether it was to work together, to present. Presenting is probably one of the hardest. It was one of my hardest, is getting up in front of people and talking. And they did a great job. So I was really excited to see. I actually remembered that group.
Yeah.
It was one of the ones that I remembered.
They stuck out.
And is there anything else you want to say about your program for now?
No, I just compliment you about bringing on Gallia County and you guys doing your own pitch contests, and I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
I think that you'll find that it's outstanding for the business people in your community and for your high schools. It's an exciting program to get started in.
Yes,
I compliment you for getting started.
Well, thank you, and I'm excited. I'm really excited about the program because I really do believe that. You know, young adults have some great ideas, and it's great to see those ideas be presented and put out to the public. And like I said, when you sit and watch it, you're like, that is neat. I would love personally to have a charger in my shoe because I always let my phone die and can't find my charger. So we are in Gallia County. We have started the process of starting a program here locally to offer that opportunity to students at Gallia County or homeschool students who reside in Gallia County. It's going to be the same, much the same rules. You know, it'll be teams of 3 to 5, and there's a whole list of rules that go with it. So that you know what you're getting into when you start. And there's even PowerPoint to help students build it. The great thing about this program that I liked is your program, and we modeled ours after yours, is it's open to anybody. So whether or not grades 9 through 12, I'm gonna put that in there, but it's open whether it's part of a school project or it's part of a, you know, individuals get together, whether you all go to the same school, whether you go to separate schools or homeschooled, it's set up to welcome all of those students in, which I really enjoyed with that. And so is there anything else that you can think of that you'd want to say maybe about Tech Growth Ohio?
Well, Tech Growth Ohio is the one that originated this program. You know, they came to us. It's their regional development program. So, you know, hats off to Tech Growth, which is a Third Frontier sponsored program. So it's a great program out of Athens, but it includes the 20 southeastern counties. So Gallia County is covered by Tech Growth too. So if we have real entrepreneurs that are trying to start a business and they need help and guidance and maybe some funding, they can contact me. And if you're interested in our Dare to Dream program or about Tech Growth, then you can contact me through my email address, mike@ledcorp.org, mike@ledcorp.org, or through the Lawrence County Chamber of Commerce.
Great. And then I'm Michelle Miller, and we have I completely forgot what I was going to say. That happens on occasion, unfortunately. And but no, we're excited. So if you live in Gallia County and you're interested in our program, you can also contact us at the chamber. It's mmiller@galliacounty.org, chamber@galliacounty.org, one of those two emails, and 740-446-0596. And we do have a Facebook page. You can check on our website. Anybody who is interested in being involved, please contact us and let us know. And as always, if you're interested in chamber membership, all you have to do is give us a call or follow up on the website. You can email us, and we can get you the information for that. And I think with that, that's the end of our program for today. My name is Michelle Miller. Thank you again, Mike Thompson, for joining us today.
Thank you, Michelle.
And you all have a great day.